Teachers, what is the surprisingly smartest thing your stupidest student has ever said? I teach second grade, and last week I was trying to explain the government to my class. I kept it as simple as possible, but I could still tell half of them were more interested in lunch than politics. Before the bell rang, I gave them a homework assignment. I said, tonight ask your parents what the government is, and tomorrow we'll share the answers. The next morning, I started calling on students. Most of the responses were exactly what you'd expect from 7-year-olds. My one student, Trevor, said the government made laws. Alex thought the government was the people who delivered mail, and Tommy was convinced that the government controlled the weather. Then Johnny raised his hand. That immediately got my attention because whenever Johnny volunteered, something memorable usually followed. All right, Johnny, I said, what did your dad tell you? Johnny stood up and said, my dad explained the government using our family. The class immediately got interested. He said he's the president. My mom is Congress. Our maid is the workforce. I'm the people. And my baby brother is the future. Strange analogy, I thought, but I decided to let him continue. Johnny continued by saying, my dad told me to sleep on it if I didn't understand. So I did. That night, my baby brother started crying. I went to check on him, and his diaper was full of crap. I went to get help, but my mom was fast asleep. Also, my dad wasn't in his room, so I went looking for him and found him in the maid's room, sleeping in the bed with her. At that point, every kid in the class was staring at me. Johnny paused dramatically. Then he smiled and said, that's when I finally understood the government. I asked him what he meant. Johnny replied with, the president is screwing the workforce, Congress is fast asleep, nobody cares about the people, and the future is full of shit.